Hello and welcome. Today we are at Legoland Windsor and we're about to take a loop and a tour of the Kingdom of the Pharaohs. Now it's a very similar theme set that used to come out back in the day. I think it was like 97, 98, which I think was the adventure section. You'll notice some of the models are very similar to the old sets, and obviously they still have a lot of the hotels that are being built with this theme in as well. So maybe one day it might make a return in Lego set form, but we are now here at Legoland Windsor to take a loop and a tour around this park. So there's plenty of bits and pieces here, lots of places to eat, drink and take a sit down, lots of photo opportunities as well. So this is where you have your main laser shooter. So where you can see there we've got like the big temple. We will go in there in a second and have a really good look at the queue line, which is the first time in years I've been able to go in and actually be able to film the queue line, no problem, because there is loads of models in there. Needs to be though, because when the queue is massive it takes forever to get onto the ride when it's busy. It's one of those where the queue is actually on one side of the train tracks and the actual ride is on the other, so you end up snaking through for a long period of time. You then got the middle sections where you've got like your photo opportunity if you want to get your photo taken, and then from there you'll cross the tracks and then go on to the lasers. I would say maybe one year they might update this with regards to the actual things that you sit in and shoot on and how different they will be, because these are the ones that are just on a fixed track. They're not the ones that spin like you have in other areas. So as we come straight in, you can see there are lots and lots of models dotted all over the wall, and all the models that are dotted within. Now, if you know the name of this figure, let me know in the comments below, because it used to be a very popular theme back in the day. That is why obviously they have all the lands still themed similar, and obviously even with the new hotels that are being built, they still have the adventure area in the hotels as well. It will brighten back up in a second, the camera will figure itself out, and then you will see that there's quite a lot of Lego models and everything to have a look at through the walkway. Again, you've got a lot of mosaics and things that people just run past and walk past, all dotted around the outside. You've got the bits and pieces on the telly, which is different games the kids can play and watch. Now, there is a nice little area where you can sit down and just relax, where the kids can sort of sit on some bean bags while the queue goes all the way around the outside. The only thing is, I will say, it is very loud in here. So if you have sensitive hearing, you've got to just sort of bear that in mind, just in case. Obviously, certain people, certain disabilities, it might not always be suitable with the noise, but then you've got to remember you are indoors on this one. And I suppose when the queue line and there's lots and lots of people within here, you won't hear those TVs as loud as what you can in the background now. But you know, it is what it is, so hopefully it's still suitable for absolutely everybody. And you can see all the models and everything dotted there just to the right hand side, so as we move around you will have a better look at those. And they're big models actually, you've got plenty to look at and plenty to see. And I think I get out the way of some people so I can have a look at these, which everybody just runs past because they're sort of just tucked away in the corner. So we'll have a good look and see of all the different ones that they've got there. So I'm now walking in the bit where it's meant for the little ones can just sit down and watch the TV, and then they can cut through the other end and then rejoin the queue line with the parents at the other end. It's not an area where you're supposed to go in and then just skip the queue. That is not the point of where I am currently. And then we will go back now and have a look at the models all going well, if I remember rightly. We'll come round and have a look at those, and then from there we will then skip the ride, because I don't even bother queuing up when I hit the queues. I just know how long it's going to take. So we're going to escape the queue now, walk back outside, have a quick look at some of the models that we saw in a bit more greater detail on the way in. There's a teddy bear and a monkey that I think I missed, so we'll have a quick look at that. And then what we will do is we'll go into the area next door, which is full of PS4 consoles. Now I think they have the PS4 consoles here because they actually have them in their hotel rooms of the Lego Hotel, whereas I don't think they have anything at all in the Lego Hotel in the one in Billund. But then in their Billund park they have a massive Nintendo area, because obviously going back to the Lego sets, they are now releasing lots and lots of Nintendo themed sets. So it will be interesting to see how long this stays as the big PS4 zone as such. Now the ride to the left hand side, again comparing it to the one in Billund, is exactly the same as the frog hoppers that they've got over by their sort of mini boats. That area that I've just walked into, you're allowed to walk into, but remember you've got to bear in mind that that is also the way out from the laser ride itself. pay to play to the left hand side, there's a shop that wasn't open, so which is just another drink or food bit, and there was another drink or food bit that wasn't open. There was quite a lot of things closed on the day that I was here with regards to either the rides being refurbed or just bits and pieces like these little pockets of where you just couldn't get drinks and something to eat. I'm just hoping it's not staff issues, and I'm just hoping it's because it's just time of season where it was at, because sometimes when you come over to Windsor, sometimes even at peak capacity, not everything is open. So I really hope that's not going to be the case for 2022. So I'm keeping everything crossed, because this is obviously my local park, so I'm always rooting for this one. And if you've not been here yet, off topic, the Mythica area and the new walkthrough attraction, which is available in the Windsor 2022 playlist, is absolutely sensational. So it's definitely worth getting down and having a look at that new attraction for the 2022 year. Now we're going to cross over the bridge. The track itself is, again, the ride's available in a completely separate video within this playlist. You can see the Ninjago area. This is where we end this theme. Ninjago's there, so what we'll do, we'll stop at this model. We'll spin back round, and then we'll come back down on ourselves, and we'll see all the models that we missed that were on, sorry, the rides that we missed that were on the left hand side. But I am slowly starting to run out of time, guys, so as you can like and subscribe and all that good stuff, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Hopefully, again, you found this little tour helpful with regards to where this is on the map, or just the bits and pieces that are here if you've not been here before. I mentioned it before that there are 2022 playlists available for Dubai, Legoland, Windsor and Billund, and hopefully more if I can get further afield before the end of this year. And the videos are going to be continuously loaded up over the year for all the theme parks with regards to obviously where they're being filmed from, so that's why they are in their own separate playlists. Nice ride to the left hand side. That was being worked on. That wasn't running because I do believe somebody happened to be a little bit sick when they got off, so they're in the process of mopping that up. Now hopefully they do carry on releasing some of these Lego sets, because I actually have that exact set in Lego form, so maybe after the success of the Lego Con and then releasing some of the older sets, they might come back round to some of the themes that are at the Legoland parks, because they always go to the same theme. So maybe we will see. Again, these little bits and pieces are all closed, but at least all the rides in this area are open. I think people would much prefer the rides to be open and then just sort of have to go off and find somewhere to grab a drink from, than all the drink areas being open and none of the rides open. So I think, you know, with regards to the ratio of things that are open available for food and drink and rides, it was absolutely spot on, but it just stands out like a bit of a sore thumb when everything's so close together. It looks like it's closed, but bearing in mind, in the Kingdom of the Pharaohs section, every single ride was open and working, which is perfect. Talking of working, I need to stop because I've completely run out of time. So guys, as always, thank you very much for watching. You guys take care, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ta-da.